Assalamu alaikum, this is me Zoya Rehman here and welcome to Learn English with Nasir. Today we'll be discussing about relative pronouns. So what are relative pronouns? Relative pronoun is used after noun and they are who, which, that, when, where, whom. Its usage, we use who for people, which for things. For example, the book is about a girl who suffers a lot in the war. In this, girl is a noun, and according to the definition, relative pronoun is used after a noun. So, who is the relative pronoun? Which is describing the girl who suffers a lot in the war. Similarly, we had fish and chips, which is my favorite meal. In this, fish and chips are the noun followed by the relative pronoun which. Note, that can be used instead of who and which for informal language. Use of whose, whom, where, when, why. We use whose in possession of who. We only use whose for people to refer to the things that are theirs. For instance, I know a boy whose goal is to become a good programmer. In this, we are referring to the boy's goal whose goal is to become a good programmer. We use whom for direct objects or people. For instance, the person whom you are trying to reach is not available. In this, whom is the relative pronoun which is being used to direct to the person who is not available. Note, who can also be used in the above example. We use where for places. For instance, this is the store where I bought this dress. Where is the relative pronoun which is being used to describe that store from where the dress was bought. We use when for time. For instance, that day was the day when I joined Cambridge University. That day was the time, which is being described by the relative pronoun when. We use when, why to explain the reason. For instance, the reason why I told you this was because I know you would help me out on this. Relative clauses. Relative clause is basically introduced by relative pronouns. The information followed by the relative pronoun is known as relative clauses. It modifies to give extra information. For example, the person who phoned me last night is my teacher. Now, who phoned me last night is my teacher becomes a clause because there is a verb and a subject. Now, who is the relative pronoun which modifies to give the extra information? Thank you, friends. So that's all for today, and I'll be signing off. Hope this video has helped you to understand relative pronoun and would help you in future. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe my video if this helped you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.